Hi everyone. I am just going to try and find this live on Facebook so that I can see if I can follow along. As usual, my internet is very slow and I don't see it yet, but I'll wait for a couple people to come in here. And then I'll get started. Today we're going to make some super cute no-sew pumpkins. They are just adorable, quick and easy. So I'm just waiting for that to pop up here or for somebody to pop in and say, hey, they see me. Okay, I see a couple people, but I don't see it on my computer yet. So let me see if I can find it. How's everybody doing today? Here in Minnesota, it is super cold. It is in the 30s at night, and it isn't even, I don't know if it's out of the 40s today. I haven't checked the weather. I haven't actually even gone outside. So I haven't found this video yet. So I'm going to try and follow along on my phone. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Hazel. Hazel, I think you're new. I don't think I've seen you here before. Well, I'm going to get started, whether I can find it on my computer or not. It's being super, super slow. Rebecca, it's stormy in Florida too. It's not stormy here. It's just freezing. I mean, I actually turned the heat on and, you know, I try not to do that until absolutely necessary. And yesterday it was necessary because it was like 62 inside the house. So it's cold. Well, that helped me get inspired to start creating fall projects, which always helps. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Ann Butler, and I am the founder and publisher of Bella Crafts Publishing. And Lisa is my business partner. She is usually live here every Wednesday at noon Central Time, but she is at the beach where it is much warmer than it is here. So I hope she's enjoying that. She's going to be here putting in links for me. And we do a free publication. We do a free craft magazine 4 times a year. You can click on Learn More on our Facebook page or go to our website. Lisa will put the link in, and if she's not here, I'll go ahead and put the link in later. You can sign up. They'll come right to your inbox, and it's filled with craft projects to do. And usually there's at least 20 craft projects, and it's free. And we also do e-publications, so we do ebooks with designers and manufacturers. And you can find some of those on our website as well. If you click under publications, there's a drop-down menu. And you can check those out as well. I am still not finding this anywhere on my site. But I will just continue, and hopefully I can catch some of your comments. And yeah, it doesn't want to work. So I will try and catch comments. If I don't get your comments now, I will for sure go back later this evening and reply to any questions you might have. But today we are going to do some super cute no-sew pumpkins. They are quick and easy to make. And this project uses batting from Fairfield. And Fairfield is sponsoring 2 giveaways, and it's huge. They are doing a giveaway for this live and this afternoon's live. And this right here is a 3-ounce bag of polyfill. They are sending the winners a 10-pound box of polyfill. It is over $60 value, and it'll come right to your house, so you'll be able to make pillows and all sorts of projects. You can even, I will tell you how you'll be able to do this pumpkin if you want to use polyfill instead of the batting I'm using. But I am going to turn my camera around and get started. It takes a second for me to move it. Okay, so Lisa is here. Okay, so Lisa, if you'll put the link in for the website so they can get the magazine. Hi, Beth. Thanks for joining. I'm going to turn this around. It takes me just a minute to move one tripod and put it in the other, so sorry about that. This is the worst part of doing a live. Well, that and when things don't work. That might be worse. Okay, so I'm going to try and catch comments since my computer is not working. But Joan, it's overcast in Philadelphia. Yeah, it is. It is just strange weather for the beginning of September. Fall isn't supposed to be here yet. I'm not ready for it. Rebecca, yes, that is a nice price. Fairfield is very generous, and it is an awesome prize. So today, this is what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share how to make this cute little pumpkin. And I actually made 3 of them. And I've made these in the past, but I thought, wow, I wanted to freshen it up with new fabric. And I thought it would be a good project to share with all of you. So I am still looking to see if I can see this on my computer to see comments, and I finally have it, but I see no comments, so we'll just continue. So to create this, you need some empty toilet paper rolls. You can also use like the roll from a paper towel. You can use the roll from wax paper, anything that has a hole in the middle that you can use as the base. It works really well. So that's what you need to get started. And I used the Quilters 80-20 batting. So it's 80% cotton and 20% polyester. You can use any kind of batting you want from Fairfield. This is something I had, and it worked perfect. And I already took, and when I was making these, I cut it into pieces. So I cut it into pieces for these pumpkins, and what I did was I just took and spread the entire thing of batting out, and I cut the length of the toilet paper roll and the whole width of the batting. So I did that to the entire piece of batting. This was a small batting. It was 45 by 60. So from this, I will have gotten 4 or 5 pumpkins. So that's a good deal. And what's really cool is you don't need to sew anything. You don't need any glue. And it's just a quick project. So you take your toilet paper roll and you put it down. And if you really wanted to, you could glue this, but I don't because I'm covering the entire thing. And you just roll it. And it's okay that like when I cut this, I didn't use like a rotary cutter and cut it perfectly. You know, you can see right there, it's not perfectly even, and that's okay. And this is so easy. Your kids would have fun, or your grandkids would have fun making these. And That's what we need right now. Lots of things to do with the kids, right? Keep them busy. So once you come to the end, you're going to want to add another piece of batting on here. So I just put this down and I just butt that right up next to each other. And you can see this one's cut a little bit bigger. You don't even have to worry about it. And when I'm rolling it tightly. I'm not doing it super loose because the batting is sticking to itself. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so now I'm finally seeing comments over on my computer, so that's great. So you just keep rolling, and you can determine how big of a pumpkin you want. This is with 2 strips of the batting that I cut. So you can go 1/3 if you want. It's totally up to you. On this last one, I kind of bring it down, and then I just kind of squish the whole thing. So you can see that's how you get more of an even edge. All you have to do is play with it. This one I'm going to do 2 thicknesses. So if you add another one, that just makes it that much bigger. And another thing you can do, all of my pumpkins are the same size, but you could cut this shorter to make tiny little pumpkins, or if you had a paper towel roll, you could make it bigger. So you can have pumpkins in all sorts of sizes, and that would work too. Then you want, okay, so I have an assortment of fabric here. You can buy a fat quarter for this. Otherwise, if you buy fabric by the yard, you can cut about 18 inches, and fabric usually comes 42 wide, and just cut that in half. So for this one, I'm just taking this piece of fabric that I have, and normally I would iron out all of these wrinkles. But on these pumpkins, you're not going to see it, so it doesn't matter. And you don't have to pre-wash your fabric. I'm usually pre-washing everything before I use it for a quilt or anything. You don't have to do any of that. So you set your batting tube in the center of your fabric. And you just start tucking from one corner and just start tucking all the way around. You can adjust your pleats as you go or when you're done, but that's all you do. You just tuck all of this inside the tube. It is so easy. Kids would have so much fun doing this. So your ends, a couple of those are shorter, but this last corner here is going to keep all of that in place. And there you have it. It's all, so like if you don't like some of these little pleats, you can just rearrange it and move it and adjust it until you're happy with it. The bottom is always nice and flat. But that's all you do to create the base of this pumpkin. So this one is with 2 strips of the batting. This one right here you can see is much fatter. This is with 3. So I'm going to show you what I did to create the stem. Of course, I just went out to my yard and grabbed a twig. You want, you know, about a 1/2 inch diameter twig at least. And I broke the ends. I like this end better. I just broke the ends. You can cut them with a saw or a knife. And you just stick that in. And then for the leaves, you just buy some silk leaves. And what I did was, you all know I love glitter. So to get just that little iridescent color on there, I used some of my Iridescence Sheer Glitter from Earthsafe Finishes and a paintbrush, and I just took and added that right onto the leaves. Now this comes out white, but it dries clear, and all that's left will be the glitter. So you can use this on so many projects, but it's perfect for the leaves. It just adds that beautiful sparkle. You can totally do this without using the iridescence if you want no shimmer and glitter. But I always like that little tiny touch of sparkle. So I did that to all the leaves, and you can set it aside to dry, or you can add it to your pumpkin right away. It doesn't take long. I mean, you're putting such a thin amount on. It doesn't take that long. So on here, I have a stem that has 4 leaves, and I just push that up, and I really want 3 leaves, not 4. So I'm going to take one of those off, and I want this all the way up at the top, so there isn't a large stem coming out without a leaf. So I like uneven numbers, so I'm going to cut this leaf off. You could do it with as many leaves as you want. But adding the leaves is just a little added touch. And then you can cut this the length of your pumpkin, or you can fold that down just a tiny bit and put that on there. And then I forgot to bring my raffia over, but what you would do is just tie a piece of raffia around your stem. And I tied it and then did a little bow. And raffia comes thick sometimes, so I just take and shred it to make it thinner. So isn't that cute? I mean, I know this is a super quick project, but I am doing 2 lives today. So I wanted one that was quicker but made a big impression. And I think that these pumpkins are super, super cute. This went so quick, I'm going to take and show you what a little tiny one would look like. Let's cut this. About 2/3. Okay, so that's going to be a little pumpkin. And then cut my batting. So for this, I'm not sure how much batting I'm going to use because it's a little teeny pumpkin. But you can make so many of these quickly and easily. And I took pictures and did all of the step outs for this project, and I have it ready to go on the Bella blog. It will be live this evening because this week Bella is doing a Creative Crafts Halloween edition with 3 of our friends. And then we have 4 or 5 friends joining us. So there's 8 to 10 projects every day. It started yesterday. And if you go on the Bella blog, you can check and there'll be all those projects, and they're all Halloween, and it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then Saturday we'll do a complete roundup of all of the projects. So this one will be there with a complete tutorial. Okay, so now this is the batting I have left, but I think if I double it, so I'm going to open this up and cut it in half. And then just roll it around, because I think this is a little small. And I'm just going to and there's that little seam there, but I'm just gonna move these around, and I think it will be totally fine. And like this one, and bring this one up here, and we'll see what this one looks like as a pumpkin. I've got some fabric, let me see. This is the fabric that I think I like. And this was cut actually for a big giant pumpkin, which I used to make giant pumpkins. And if you wanted to do this, like if you win the 10-pound box of polyfill, you could put the tube here and put all the polyfill around and still just stuff this in and have the polyfill around, and that would work great too. I'm doing this, I'm winging this, so I'm just going to cut this piece just so we can see what it kind of looks like. I think this one maybe even needed a little bit more batting around it. But see how quick and easy they are? And isn't that just adorable? They're so cute. I don't have another stick here, but I'm going to take the stick out of this one. Nope, that's too tall. But you get the idea. So it would be super cute to do them in different sizes. Yeah, super cute. I would love to see you guys, if you make any of these, I'd love to see them. Please join our Facebook group, Do You Love to Craft? And share your projects there. We love to see what everybody is creating and sharing. And these pumpkins are just so super cute and easy to do. And because this went so quickly, I'm going to, and I don't think this was quite thick enough, I'm going to show you how you can use the polyfill. Like, pretend this batting isn't on here. You could just stick your tube on here, and you could just, here, let's use another tube. I thought I had another one. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. That's the best part. You can take these apart easily. So you could do this same thing with batting and just put your batting down and around, and it would give you a different shape than this one, of course. This would give you more of a pumpkin shape, I think. But you can just put your batting around, and then I'd start with putting these in and not putting it all the way around, and that way we can keep shoving the batting around. So this is going to make a super cute pumpkin too. So many possibilities, and with a package of batting, you could make a bunch of these too, and it's not very much fabric. And if you're doing smaller ones like this, I think you could do it with, get 2 of them out of a fat quarter. So you just keep adding your batting. And tucking this in. Now, if you were going to keep one like this, I would maybe, because it's not as secure, and this wasn't a square either, but for this, we're going to take this and pretend this is a stem. I would maybe glue the stem inside there. But that would give you another cute little pumpkin, although I would add just a little bit more batting around there. So just use what you have and be creative. That's the main thing. So if you don't have batting, or if you don't have batting, you can use polyfill, which would work too. And then all of your pumpkins would look totally different. Let me see. Of course, that's not a nice stem at all, but it would make a super cute pumpkin. And, okay, so I'm just using this as an example because I don't have another twig here. And you could put your leaves on there. Those aren't big enough. Only one of these have the glitter on them, but this is just to give you an idea. Isn't that like super cute too? So we would love to see anything you create. If you could share it with us in our group, Do You Love to Craft? Make sure you put a piece of raffia on there. The raffia adds just that little extra touch that you need. I'm going to look and see if there were any questions. I know this was a super quick project. Oh, Rebecca, I love that idea of using the LED lights with that. That would make a beautiful tablescape, yes. And you could use a cinnamon stick, yes. And there's lots of different things you can use. Cinnamon stick would be really cute, especially on smaller ones because they're thin. Glum, I bet you could do jack-o'-lanterns. That would be super cute too. Thanks, Jean. I'm glad you like them. Linda says you could use old t-shirts, socks, medical bandages, and nylons. Yeah, you can use anything. You do not have to go out and buy fabric. You can cut up old t-shirts. You know, you want the pumpkin color, of course. But I've made pumpkins in oranges, browns. I've even used yellows in my pumpkins, and I've used fabric that have a little bit of green to them because pumpkins are all different colors. So yeah, you just do a variety. I'm glad you guys like this. It was a quick and easy project, like I said. I will go through all of the comments. And what is the name of this product, Michelle? Okay, the batting that I used is from Fairfield World, and I used, it's a crib size batting. So from this, I think I got 5 pumpkins using the full size of a toilet paper roll. And this was already opened. I had used it for another project, so you could maybe even get more. And this is just quilt batting from Fairfield World. So that's what I used to create these. And they would be easy to craft. Yes, they would be a perfect kids craft. And it's nice to be able to do something quick and easy once in a while. I would say the majority of the projects that I do are quick and easy. Not under 20 minutes always, but I like to find things that you can do quickly and easily, but it looks like it took more time. Lisa does beautiful, gorgeous projects with all the intricate little pieces, and that is beautiful too. But I think am rubbing off on her, and she's learning to do some quick and easier projects too. So I want to announce last week's winner. Our sponsor last week was Sweet and Sassy Stamps, and we're giving away a $50 gift certificate. And Janice Minky, you are the winner of that $50 gift certificate. I don't think I saw Janice in here, but we will put an announcement out there for her to reach out to us. And remember to enter for the Fairfield giveaway. Like, comment, and share with the hashtag Bella Crafts to enter for the giveaway we'll be doing next week. And it's Fairfield. They're giving away two 10-pound boxes, one to each winner, of polyfill. And like I said, this is a little tiny 3-ounce package, and they're giving away a 10-pound box to 2 lucky winners. And then join me again this afternoon in about an hour and a half. I will be sharing how to create this adorable little needle keeper for yourself or a friend who sews. It makes a perfect little gift. So if you can come back at 2 o'clock Central Time, I'd love to see you. Thanks, everybody. Until not until next week. Until 2 o'clock. Have fun and be creative. Bye.